The problem statement lays the foundation for the rest of your nonprofit grant proposal. It is normally the first section that you write in a standard nonprofit grant proposal. So you must write it correctly. Because if you don't, if your problem statement is not written well, then the rest of your grant proposal will not be written well. The problem statement tells the potential grant funders what is wrong. What is wrong in the community? What problem exists in the community that you would like to solve with grant funding for your nonprofit organization? I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. I've been writing grant proposals for my nonprofit organization since 2009. So I bring to the table practical hands on experience writing grant proposals, as well as educational credentials to show that I've gone back to school to learn grant writing techniques from some of the best grant writers. So I want to invite you to enroll in the ultimate grant writing boot camp that I am offering for only $300. The regular fee is $450. I invite you to enroll in this comprehensive, robust boot camp that's 4 weeks that walks you through every step of the process to writing effective grant proposals. So let's get back to the problem statement. Again, the problem statement sets the foundation for your grant proposal. It tells the grant funder why you need grant money, what problem you're going to solve. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your nonprofit organization operates in a community that's considered a food desert. That means it does not have access to healthy, nutritious food for the people who live in that community. That's a problem that you want to fix through your nonprofit organization. You want to eliminate food deserts because you want to be able to provide nutritious, healthy vegetables for people who live in the community. The problem is you have children who are eating a lot of junk food and that causing negative health ramifications for them. You have juvenile diabetes, you have obesity, you have even high cholesterol among children and adults in the community. Those are problems that stem from living in a food desert. That is how you want to explain the situation to potential grant funders in your problem statement. You want to go even further than that. You want to tell them statistical data to prove what your claims or to prove that your claims are in fact true. You want to do your research so that you can show them proven data, reliable data that backs up the problem statement that you are expressing in the first section of your grant proposal. So, problem statements must be well written in order for the grant proposal to be effective. In the Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp, I tell you and explain to you, I walk you through the steps to creating and writing effective problem statements so that you can establish a firm foundation upon which to build your grant proposals. Again, I'm Susan Woods, and I created the Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp to walk you through the steps, every step of the process to writing a grant proposal. The Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp includes all 10 components of a standard grant proposal. And the first component is the problem statement. I walk you through the steps of writing all 10. Then in the next module, I teach you how to locate grant money by searching for requests for proposals correctly. And then in the third module, I teach you how to evaluate grant proposals because you want to know what the evaluation process looks like before you write your grant proposal so that you can know how your grant proposal would be evaluated. And then in the fourth module, I teach you how to use AI technology like ChatGPT to enhance your grant proposal. So again, the Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp is a 4-week learning experience. The normal fee is $450. However, I invite you to enroll for only $300 until November the 15th. That's when the sale ends on November the 15th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, you may say, I don't have $300. I don't even have the amount, the sales amount or the discounted amount. That's okay. You can break your payments down into three payments, paying $100 per month for 3 months, or you can break your payments down into two payments, paying $150 per month for 2 months. I don't want you to miss out on this opportunity. You will not just join the class or join the boot camp and I just leave you there. I have coaching sessions on every Monday evening at 7 p.m. that you can join to make sure that you're correcting your or completing your boot camp activities correctly. Also, I have a Facebook community page for everyone who participates in the boot camp so that you can communicate with your peers. If necessary, I'm happy to meet with you one on one to work through some of your activities in the boot camp because you have hands on practice activities in the boot camp. This is not one of the boot camps where you join and you enroll and that's it, and you never hear from the instructor again. It's not that way. So, again, the problem statement is a very critical component. It's the first component of a standard grant proposal. You want to be able to write it correctly because it sets the stage for everything else that comes in your grant proposal. So I want to teach you more about writing the problem statement and everything else I've listed because this is a very critical time to learn how to write grant proposals, especially if you are a grassroots nonprofit organization. Don't be fooled by what you're hearing in the media about grant funding is going away. That only pertains to federal grant funding. Grant funding is also available from corporations, foundations, local government, county government, and state government. Federal grant funding is still available also, but it may be a little more difficult to get right now. So don't get discouraged about what you may be hearing in the media because grant money is available. Grant funders announce the availability of grant money every single day. And in the Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp, I will teach you how to find grant applications for which you can apply for grant funding. I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you so much for your time. Please use the link in the description to enroll in the Ultimate Grant Writing Bootcamp while it is on sale for only $300. Thank you.